welcome back to part 123 of my Rome Let's Play. Total War Rome 2 with defeated Impera. So picking things up where we left them last time. Our glorious Roman navies once again set sail to conquer and crush our enemies. And today, it's Royal Skithia. The Order Resolve says we'll lose 25% of our force. I mean, there's a lot of steppe horsemen, and I am kind of keen to see how we fare against horse archers and a faction that focuses on heavy missile and high mobility. But see, this is just a garrison army. It's kind of a good little warm-up for us. I mean, we're not exactly sending in an army to face their force. We're sending in a navy. But if my marines can smash them, then my armies on the land should have no problem. Obviously, we massively outnumber them as well. So in we go. Let's do it. Just been discussing favorite Rome Total War, and I do really enjoy Rome 2, and especially with DEI. Like for me, Rome 2 and DEI is kind of like the definitive Rome 2 experience for now. Like if I ever do more Rome 2 campaigns, which I'm considering a Sparta campaign potentially after this one, although I say after this one, probably what is most likely going to replace this one is Eastern Roman Empire Attila, although I am going to hold a historical Total War poll actually for a new series, probably starting in the next 2 weeks. So probably by the end of April, I want to start a new historical series on the channel. And Eastern Roman Empire Attila is going to be an option on there because I know some people don't want to wait much longer for that series to start. My thinking was I didn't want to have 2 Roman campaigns running at the same time. But, you know, one, Attila is a fair bit different to Rome 2, and also Eastern Roman Empire is a fair bit different to Rome itself. So, yeah, we'll kind of see what the hunger is, what the appetite is for another historical series on the channel, which we'll be aiming to start in the next few weeks.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
But if Total War Attila Eastern Roman Empire doesn't win, then I will just do it directly after this series, and then we'll come back to probably DEI after that Eastern Roman Empire campaign, I would have thought. I think that's kind of the general trajectory that I'm going to go for. But yeah, everyone's saying, like, you know, what's your favorite Rome Total War? And while I do love Rome 2, and certainly this is probably one of the most fun I've been having in a campaign for absolutely ages. It's just a blast from the past, but also so much fun. I think for me though, the original Rome does just beat this out, just because I have, like, it's probably nostalgia more than actual, like, I don't know, quality as such, but I just remember summers when I was growing up playing the original Rome, and I played as the lean, mean green machine. That's the one. Lean, mean, green machine that was the Brutii family of Rome. Can I see some of my Brutii boys representing, please? Which Roman family did you play as? The Julii, the typical red boys, the Scipii, those blue boys on Sicily, or the Brutii? Let me know. Right, we've got so many troops to send in. I mean, we can send more in over there, right? Yeah, you guys go that away. We're just gonna overwhelm them with numbers here. Although the thing is, I don't actually want to do that because I want to also do a fair test to see how our troops perform, just so we can start getting an idea against how we'll do against the Scythians when we do eventually clash with them. That said, we're gonna have a pause. We're gonna have a break. Before we go after Skithia proper. So that we can get our populations sorted. Okay, here comes the cavalry. They're moving in for missile range. I mean, because we have this dart attack on all of our troops, that is quite a nice devastating missile shock to kick things off. The only thing you disliked about the OG Rome Total War was how you had to beat it as Rome before you could even play as any other factions. Yeah, obviously you could edit the preferences script to unlock the other factions. I don't know, because I know a lot of people actually kind of want that whole you've got to beat the game with a certain faction to unlock a secret faction. Like, I don't necessarily think we should go back to the days where you have, you know, vast majority of factions locked behind, you have to play as like one of these three first, and then you can get the rest type thing. But I do like that it incentivized you conquering like the first time. Or I would have liked it if maybe you could have had like just one or two like hidden secret factions, which you could only unlock by conquering them. Obviously, you could kind of do that with the preferences script. There were some secret factions which weren't meant to be playable that you could unlock anyway in like Rome 1 and Medieval 2.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I think now it's all about, like, they probably wouldn't do that sort of thing for newer titles though, because they want to just give people a choice. Plus, with the fact that nowadays when they design a faction, they also design them with custom campaign mechanics, stuff like that. They're hardly going to want to lock that behind another faction that you have to play as first, because they've spent all that time on, you know, custom units and mechanics and stuff, and they want you to be able to experience that from the get-go, right? But I've got to admit, I didn't dislike that feature. I think that's very much one
of our units has used all its ammunition.
A kind of a design feature of its time. Like, quite a few games, you know, you unlocked new characters or you unlocked new factions in games as you played through with other ones, and then that gave you a whole new reason to replay a game. And I think now it's about offering a really broad opening spread and building on that as you go to the same stuff or more, rather than play it, unlock stuff, and then come back to it. Can both things work side by side? Perhaps. If you've got a physical, so we'll assume you're saying you've got a physical copy of the original Rome 1, check to see which, if you've got one of the original Rome 1 copies, you'll actually see that it says published by Activision. Before, obviously, they were acquired by Sega. Mad to think, yeah, like Activision was the original Total War publisher. Does Mark Strong get royalties every time a unit runs out of ammunition? God, what a deal he would have got if he got that. Nah, they'd have like bought him out for his usage. My understanding is it's very, very unlikely that you get kind of like rolling royalties from voice work for video games. Most of the time, it's like a one and done paid off deal. You might get a percentage share if you're, I guess maybe if you're like the main character, then maybe you'll get lucky enough to get like a percentage deal share. But typically, as far as I'm aware, vast majority of voice acting stuff is like, yeah, you get paid a fee for your time for recording the lines, and then typically you might get like a buyout fee on top of that to own your voice work in that game in perpetuity. But yeah, I don't think it's typically like TV and film royalties. Where they just keep on coming. What year was the OG Rome Total War released? Was it 2004? Or was it earlier than that? I want to say 2004 sticks out, because was like Shogun 1 was that 2001, and then Medieval 2 was 2002.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Nice. I mean, we haven't really had a chance to kind of look at the tactics of it, but broadly, our heavy infantry against the low tier horse archers, we can absolutely have them. But they are going to be annoying and skirmish back and back and back and back through the map. But they're just going to hit army losses and break in a sec. Absolutely butchering them here. So yeah, Order Resolve said we lose 25%. Wow. We lost 2% maybe? I mean, we're up against a barbarian garrison. Didn't really expect anything else. Rome Total War was 22nd of September 2004. And yeah, Medieval 2 was November 2006. Occupy. And with that, we should now be able to see if we could push for peace with Skithia. They were previously offering us a high... No, it's low now. Ah, nuts.
What you say had better please my ears.
I mean, I could throw a load of gold at them. 30k for peace. Yeah, boom. Cool.
I fear I betray my people by
You probably just did, actually.
no army of words to oppose.
Oh, wow, you won't take trade for... Oh my god, wow, you guys are idiots. Idiots. But that's fine, yeah. We don't want to go off their forces. I mean, are they at war with... I'm probably not going to get lucky with them being at war with anybody else, right? Okay, they are at war with these guys. That's why they keep pushing down here. We need to go take them out, actually. That's where I'm going to send my armies next. Yeah, we'll swoop there if we can. Ah, so yeah, we were knocking them away. So this fleet was free then to go hit this Pergamon navy and then sit in the strait. That's what we were doing. I knew we had plans. I knew we had stuff to do. What is this? The trained slave market. Ooh. As opposed to the untrained slave market? Slave school. Slave school? Learn to be oppressed, dang it. A hub? Properly trained, educated slaves can be worth a fortune. Okay. So that one adds banditry. That one does not. And that also gives us more trained slaves. It's also less of a public order and a squalor hit. So yeah, let's convert over. Let's train some slaves. Food, please. Train slave. Yeah, so this is a Thracian. Odessa, we've already got... Haven't we already got that from... Oh, here. We've got some of the Thracian units there, but actually I'm not seeing the same as these guys. The Thracian cohorts. So there's loads of different archers. So they've given you away at the end of it to get loads of different variants of the Roman archers, but each from an auxiliary region, which is pretty cool. Plus, we actually get some Sagittarium Thracian cavalry. Okay, I think that one can pop in there, actually. That's fine with me. Cool. All right, let's move my fleet. Strike here. They're gonna run. Oh, if I go hit that, am I gonna draw them all out? Because it will also be a naval battle, right? It says it is. Oh, okay, I'm drawing out just all the naval troops. Which apparently they're gonna stop me doing anything substantial. No. We're gonna crush them here. It's ramming time, baby.
Romans ready for duty.
Wonderful, wonderful. Look at my glorious fleet. And look at theirs. It's not as good.
Ships ready. As you command. Orders. Yes,
Go.
artillery ships ready.
Ramming time.
Commander! Assault ships ready for orders!
Soldiers. Enemy reinforcements.
I'm going to
approaching.
pause it just so that we can set all these guys up. Yeah, that's a big one there. I'm actually going to put 2 of you on that and actually have then my admiral finish up on it. Okay, so you've all got targets there. Nice. We're not hitting the one behind. Not going to worry about that just yet. Yeah, I'm going to have to ignore a couple of those so I don't quite have enough, but that's fine. Away we go.
I know yours. And so I tell you that victory is within our grasp here today. When we are done, the world will marvel.
Oh, the world will marvel. That Roman glory. Unleash hell! Boom!
The battle is turning in our favor.
Beautiful.
Assault ships reporting!
Carve them up.
Assault ships reporting! Ships waiting! Assault ships ready for order! Ready for orders! Ships waiting! Ships ready! Ships ready, Commander!
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Watch them all pop!
Commander! Ready!
Stunning.
Able!
Crushed. But these guys just routed straight away. We can't chase them down in time. Boom. Boom. Oh, yes! Nothing gets me going like a good, hard Roman ramming in the morning. There we go. Coming to a short near you. Yeah. Ransom the captives. Thank you. And then I don't know if this will block. Oh, hang on. I can't. I've got to hit the settlement and then retreat to get out of its zone of control. Then I can see. I'm assuming, will that block them marching across? I'd like to think so, but also I'm not 100% sure. We control some of this coastline, so... Oh, hang on. This is... Yeah, it's part of this, but I don't know if raiding is a good idea here. I mean, we don't need to raid, but we can take a look at it. Upkeep. Master shipwrights. Lovely. Master of the sea. Lovely. And then veteran fleet upkeep for all ships that makes their damage better. Movement range. Able seaman. We love it. Right. I want to say that was the last of the moves I had to make for this turn. Everything else was like accounted for. But we will just do a cursory check in case there's something I've missed. Nope, that is it. Beautiful. So yeah, just waiting for those rebellions to go down. Yeah, got so much economic stuff going on. Food is now risen. Oh yeah, have we made sure that everywhere is being taxed again? Yeah, nothing is at 0, so everything must be tax enabled again. Yeah. Cool. Top earners. Latium, we should be able to get that over 50k. Oh, there we... Oh, the Circus Maximus! Nice! We can get that in there finally. Boom. Boom, boom, boom.
We hunger for battle!
Amazing. Yeah, I got so many well above 10k. That is beautiful. Probably my most satisfying economic run that I've done to date, actually. Very nice indeed. Okay, Nabati are moving some armies. We need full vision on them, though, before I commit to them. The Dresians, they're about to die. Oh, they've got multiple fleets. Oh, cheeky. I say, we've taken out their last settlement, but they're not dead yet. That is really freaking annoying that they can just march across like that. Controlling the strait. How do you do it? They've created a puppet. Okay. I've got my army ready to go in. I mean, ultimately, it's much easier for my navy to swoop on in and smash them. We've seen that time after time. But I typically need to fight those battles because otherwise the auto-resolve shafts me. Hello. Oh, this is the rebels on roads. Yeah, you guys can get auto-resolved. Lovely. This takes a little while at the end here. Just to load it through. What are the voting options going to be on the next historical series poll? Ah, a very good question. Well, they will be for either that Total War Attila Eastern Roman Empire series that I've talked about doing for absolutely ages now. That'll be option 1. Option 2 will be an Empire Total War Empire 2 USA campaign. Now, I did try and do a USA Empire Total War series a few years ago, but I had to stop at like part 20. That was with Darth Mod, and it just kept on crashing. I believe, well, I found Empire 2 to be way more stable than Darth Mod ever was. So yeah, that's going to be an option to kind of actually play through a full campaign with the USA in Empire 2 or with the Empire 2 Overhaul mod, or the final 2 options, there'll be 4 options on the poll, are Medieval 2 options. One of them is a Medieval 2 Grand Campaign with the Kingdom of England, because I've never done a Kingdom of England Medieval 2 series. I think that'd be a lot of fun. We'll probably use the S-Ships Overhaul mod, which is like a Darth Mod Empire 2 type equivalent for Medieval 2. It's meant to be really good. And then the other option would actually be a vanilla, so an unmodded Medieval 2 Kingdoms Teutonic Order campaign on the Teutonic campaign for Medieval 2 Kingdoms. Because we were doing quite a few Kingdoms campaigns. We did the Britannia campaign, Scotland. We did a Crusades campaign. So kind of Teutonic is we're slowly but surely working our way through them all. That felt apt. Child died and then some kids were born. So life and death. Wonderful. Perennis comes of age. I mean, I can't keep track of all the kiddos at this point. I think it's James Thatch who's doing an absolutely amazing job of trying to keep track of everybody. I probably don't have time to do it every single episode, but I'll try and maybe once a week take a look at all of James's recommendations for family members and who needs marrying off and go through and do all that. Probably won't be this week though, because I'm a little bit tight for time because I'm away Thursday and Friday this week for a event up in Manchester with one of our channel sponsors, Holy, and that's taken me days Thursday and Friday because it takes a long time to get up north from the south. Ah, here we go. My spy's back. Beautiful. On the road again. So you'll give me vision over Jerusalem next turn. I did see an army go this way. Yeah, I thought so. I thought I could see one. That's fine. But yeah, maybe early next week we'll do... So it'll be like part 125, part 126. We'll aim to do a bit of a pass over family. Right, what I'm going to do is move my fleet to chase these guys here. I'm going to move this down to Taurus. They're probably going to go strike me at like Apollonia though, aren't they? I'm going to pop you at Taurus. Move that fleet to chase them there. Oh yeah, there's Knossos. But then these guys can get booped by my navy here. What about Sparta as an option? Sparta will be, as I said, like probably be a fairly prominent option for a... Oh, seriously, we lose the supply ship? For a series on DEI for Rome 2. But kind of just depends what wins that poll. If Eastern Roman Empire for Attila wins, that'll be a series that I start, and we'll have 2 Roman campaigns running in tandem, essentially. But that's, which is fine. Great, not enough manpower available. Are they likely to just jump across? No, I don't think they can actually. Could they sail across? Maybe. Or maybe, you know, it might lure some of them out. Actually, just think just go over here, because then you'll be able to recruit from Athens' region, right? And you should be able to get, yeah, there we go, supply ship. But yeah, if Eastern Roman Empire, if it does win, then what will replace this Rome 2 DEI campaign will most likely be another DEI series. And at the moment, I'd say Sparta is kind of top of my list to do another series with on Rome 2 and DEI. If Attila, Eastern Roman Empire doesn't win that historical poll, which will probably be out like later this week or next week, then I'll do Total War Attila, Eastern Roman Empire after this series ends. Because I kind of feel like that's a fairly natural continuation in a way. At this point, the Eastern Roman Empire campaign is like the cake in Paul. Nah, it'll happen. It'll happen. Don't know when, but it'll happen. Well, depending on the poll, it could happen very, very soon. And that'd be too confusing, though. What, doing 2 Rome campaigns? I know. So, like, I feel like Attila's different enough as it is that it should stand out and be fine. Plus, kind of different geographics to start with, at least. I'm trying to think of the specific way I want to go about the Eastern Roman Empire campaign, though. Part of me is very much wanting to let Western Roman Empire fall, and then we can swoop in and clear away like the Visigoths and everything else. But then part of me wonders, is there a mechanic in it where you can actually kind of confederate and restore Rome between the two? Or is that not possible? Am I making stuff up there? Because then we'd want to try and keep them alive, right? That said, we'll probably have enough of our own issues to face with the Huns at our doorstep. Yeah, I was going to go for that one, but actually I'm going to go for the Grove because that is a higher public order booster. Right, yeah, you guys are already here. I really want to just push in there and smash them. If I did do that, you guys would be stuck with your armies out there and probably weakened. Who are, most importantly, who are you guys? Okay, you're military allies to them, so it's not going to cause an upset, but that gives me a much surer border against the... I mean, they can still push through this way, but that would be much better for me to control, and it would complete the province. You guys are basically fully replenished.
Advance.
Oh yeah, it was the supplies here were wrecked, weren't they? Just about got enough for a turn.
Ready for orders.
Can I reach it in a single turn? Looks like it.
At your command.
That other army can't. But what we can do is push across the bridge.
Make haste, men. Ready for battle. On the move.
We can strike next turn
Ready for battle.
with both. And that's what I want, because I want one to go in and take it and the other then to sit there and be like, right, come at me.
Get the stakes up. Ready for orders.
So that's what we'll do. In fact, I should be able to put both of these guys into patrol. I shouldn't need to fortify them because we don't have a direct threat to us here now, which is good. The main thing with Attila is there's not really many overhaul mods for Attila. Well, there are plenty of overhaul mods, but there's not essentially as many like mods like DEI, which is, yes, it's an overhaul mod, but it doesn't take you to a totally new setting for Rome 2. It's still Rome 2. It's just everything's tweaked and amped and improved. I don't think there's necessarily an equivalent for Attila. So probably what I'll do for Attila is actually look back through what the mod list that I used for my Western Roman Empire series and use a similar combination. I don't necessarily want, yeah, like something massively overhaul-y for Attila, because I actually think base game Attila is actually pretty gritty. Just be a few subtle tweaks that I'd probably be looking for. But we'll see what the poll says. I'll probably actually put the poll out on Thursday actually while I'm traveling. So keep your eyes peeled on the community tab for that. Because I feel like everyone's going to be like, you just keep starting Bannerlord series at the moment, Lionheart. When are you going to get back to starting new Total War stuff? And I'm like, well, I will. I am going to. Although, that said, I also want to start another Bannerlord series next week because the War in the Mountains update has come out for Old Realm. So I want to do a mini-series of that. There's just going to be so much stuff. So much stuff. It's not enough time. But that's fine, because I was typically thinking I was actually going to turn my War Sales King of the Nords run into like probably a once a week upload, but make it like a 3 to 4 hour meaty chunky one, and then that gives me space for another series, to be honest, as well as the new historical series, which will probably start towards the end of the month.
That is a dangerous course.
No sleep, no eat.
Ready for get the blockade set up.
So that's going to pull in that army. I'm going to stay there for a sec. It's these forces. They're going to reinforce one another, aren't they? Although that said, if they're going to be in a fortress, they will come out towards me because they'll have artillery. But yeah, I mean, these guys look nasty. Royal Companions.
At your command.
A new challenger in the east has risen to face the might of Rome. It is Pergamon. They may not be a large kingdom, but their armies certainly seem pretty mighty. We've got these guys here as well. I am going to wreck them along the coastline, though, with my navies. That's the hope. That's the plan. I mean, I could go in here. They've got an army outside the walls. Actually helps having this spy here now, because I can kind of see what's going on. Who are they? It must be at war with others. Are they at war with Media? What's it? Media Atrapane? No, they're at Military Allied to Skithia. They are at war with me. Oh, cool. Cool. Do you want peace? No. And I could probably offer you gold, right? Actually, I am going to do it because I want peace for a few turns anyway before I push. Yeah, have 84k. Pocket change for Rome. Himyar, must you for now? Can you just chill? Oh yeah, you want peace. Cool. An amulet against the evil eye. Cool, yeah, I can even demand some cash back. Boom. Not quite a straightforward trade, but yeah, let's peace. We'll kill off Knossos in a second. Roads, you know what, even for now, I'd actually be up for saying let's peace out. Cool.
I cannot say for how long. For matters of state,
we'll crush you later.
Splendid bowl of olives demand attention.
Splendid bowl of olives. I mean, I do. Who doesn't love a nice bowl of olives? I do love an olive. Something that makes me immensely proud as a dad is that both my sons love an olive. Love an olive. I'm like, oh, how Mediterranean of you. How sophisticated. Just kidnap my twin and force him to record. Yeah, so that would work if, one, I didn't have to pay him, and two, if he didn't, he really enjoys his own job. I could bring this navy down here, just overwhelm them with force. I've got to keep you here because they're going to come in that way, aren't they?
We hunger for battle.
We are. That's not a good army actually to have on the front line. They are a little bit battered, my lord. Right, yeah, move you guys here. We're not going for those guys for another turn anyway. That's fine. Shuffle you guys back over here. You should replenish this way.
We hunger for battle. Your next command.
I just love how it in something Total War does, and I think perhaps the older Total Wars do it better than the newer ones.
Advance.
But I still remember that great long siege of Sigadun, and now it's the great coming back to it, and we've restored the city, and we're bringing it new, you know, new wealth and construction and what have you. But I love that we had that for so many turns invested. I think DEI does a really good job of sparking something that's been lost in more recent Total Wars. And I mean, in the original Rome 2 as well, you know, unmodded, it didn't quite have that epic sense of kind of, you know, the weight of wars past and present on the surface of the game, if that makes sense. I mean, I can bring up all these fleets to help out.
Ready for battle.
Actually, I'm attacking that army outside. That would draw these guys in. That might be the better objective overall. But then part of me wonders, like, can I just overrun them
Moving out.
with fleets?
Ready for orders.
I don't want to move you guys away though, because well, that's the one. Well, actually, no, I do want to draw these guys out because that might then let me strike them. Let's bring all my navies up here. Let's just see what this looks like now if we launch a massive naval counterattack at them.
Your next command.
Let's see what this does to the bounce power. Okay, massively in our favor now. I actually think that's a pretty good one. But let's push it even further and send the army in.
Victory for Rome.
What? Just on his own? Oh, why is he not drawing in the other armies? Oh, amazing. I mean, 20%. I'm actually going to fight this one because we know we've got those other armies to turn around. I'm just going to hold and wait for them to try and hit me, and then we'll strike them with navies and land armies combined. Here we go. It's because I blockaded the settlement. I find that's a bit weird. It's like, oh, you blockade the settlement. I understand when you siege a settlement on land, but when you're sieging it by the sea, they can still escape out on the land. They're still connected to stuff. Like, what's going on there? The neat part is kidnapped persons don't get away. Yeah, but yeah, we're not actually going to kidnap my brother and force him to make content.
Legionary cohort.
But he's if I ever wanted to, he's the closest thing to an actual clone that I could get as an identical twin. You know, we could do this.
Commander.
We shouldn't, but we could. Well, there's rare chances where we think, should we actually do this? Probably not.
For orders. Melee troops. Legionary cavalry. Heavy cavalry ready and willing.
Just because we could doesn't mean we should. Do it for science.
Burn them. Your orders. Ready for orders. Legatus.
At your service. I am not known for offering the enemy much, but I offer them this. Ballista!
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
That's fine. By the time they get here, we'll have annihilated this first force. Move the cavalry to flanking positions. Ooh, they are not hanging about. Let's move in then.
Legionary cohorts. Quick mark. Melee infantry ready.
Envelop at the flanks. Slaughter them.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Equities. Victory for ready and waiting. Understood. Orders understood.
Steady yourselves.
Ready. Legionary cohort.
Amazing.
Proud Romans all. Equities. Orders.
Solid breaking already.
One of our
Stop
units
firing.
has used all its ammunition.
Proud Romans all. Commander. Orders. Your orders. Ordinem. Your orders.
Push, 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 push.
Archers! General! Commander! Your orders! Forward! Ready and waiting! For glory!
Romans ready for
Cut through them all.
At your service!
Beautiful.
general.
Heavy horse at your
See them all away. It's just the garrison coming in.
legionary cavalry! Heavy cavalry ready and willing! Legionary cavalry! Quickly now!
Ready and waiting. Legionary cohorts.
Shock cavalry ready! To charge!
Legionary cohorts.
Sons of Mars!
Sweep the line.
Brave Romans to a man! Orders!
Legionary cohort.
Sons of Mars! Ready! Forward! Equities! Ready and waiting!
Ready and waiting. Take aim. At speed. Legionary cohort.
Beautiful carnage. That's what we want. That's what we want.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Yes, it is.
Horse at your command!
Roman call.
Legionary cavalry!
Equities.
Commander!
Legionary cohort. Sons of
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Push, 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 push.
Jupiter gives us strength!
Your orders. Ready and waiting. You have orders, sir.
Commander!
Off we go.
Legionary cavalry! Riders!
Our general is under attack.
Orders! Sons of Mars!
Equities.
Ready! Ready and waiting! Orders!
Melee infantry at your command. Legionary cohort. Jupiter gives us strength.
Brave Romans to a man! Evocati!
Tribunus.
Your orders!
General.
Melee infantry!
Ready. Open riders.
The enemy general is dead.
Lovely. Archers. See these guys away.
For glory!
Bring down the Thracian warriors.
General. To forward.
Legionary cavalry! Charge!
Orders. Charge.
Romans! Ready for duty!
Crush them. Job done. 5% lost versus 25%. Nice. That's the way the Thracian cookie crumbles. Okay.
For further orders. On the move!
Not seen them off.
Commander, none will escape!
That's still bringing that other army, but yeah, we'll take that with 7% losses. Right through the face. Sees off that army and then just leaves that one, which the army can then go and take. Happy days.
We hunger for
And we brought the fleets of Rome to the north, and we will hold them all. We will hold them all.
Ready for battle! Yes! Ready for orders! Yes!
Pop you guys in.
King,
the settlement. Send you guys to finish them off there. Bye-bye. I am going to send you guys off over here. See if there's any coastal settlements that we can harass. Yeah, it'd be really great if we could have stopped them going through there. And for the time being, I'll move you here, which is fine. Antioch, we're getting everything together that we can. We're recruiting all the archers, all the elephants for the time being, which I cannot wait to unleash them. That's going to be devastating. Here we need to gather our forces, don't we? We're getting more of these guys whenever we can. Just slowly but surely. That's fine. Okay, move the army up.
Waiting for more orders. Commander, make haste, men. We hunger for battle.
Show them our intent.
We cannot pass here. Get the fortifications ready. How can I help your greed?
Get the veteran back in. Spy can move across that way. You've got to stay there, though. Otherwise, we'll have problems. And we are... Yeah, we move you around here. We're going to wait for those rebels a little bit longer.
March. Make haste, men.
Can I go to ambush or if they move and we'll just catch them? Just stay there. It's improving public order for now. Dresian's still wiggling about. Let's just check our other forces and then spend some cash. If we can. If we've got anywhere to actually splash.
At your command.
Commander.
Yeah, that's just that one. Cool. Hang on. Is that someone with a upgrade? Yep. Hello. Hello, matey. Yep. Upkeep. That one because there's commander of men. Another movement range one. And then we want to look at income and go, who doesn't have anything being built? So actually soon we'll have everything in Rome that we need apart from, we've got the Colosseum Maxima, we've got the Colosseum, we've got the Circus Maximus. All we need then is to build the Pantheon. But for that we need to continue growing Rome. All of that. Just build whatever we want now is the general goal. Do I expand that first? No. Expand Birakti. What don't you have? A yellow building. So let's do that. I'm going to upgrade all of these. Most of them hit our public order and our food, but as long as we upgrade all the food, which we are doing at the same time, we should be fine. Yes, there's some banditry in places, but as long as it doesn't hit us all in one go, which it shouldn't do, we'd be very unlucky to have all the events firing. I don't even know if it actually can fire multiple events anyway. But yeah, we should be fine. Let's just get them all upgraded. Get them all maxed. Do it all. Get it all in there. So that's going to be all of our money. So we've still got a few regions that we can actually spend money in. Nice. But now our income, our tax level is currently, I mean, obviously it's going to keep on increasing, so we just keep building stuff. But even at the lowest tax level, getting in 225k a turn. If we crank it all the way, nearly at 500,000. Beautiful. Right, let's end the turn. Hang on, let's check my spies are moving. But they should be. Let's just bring you down that way. Yeah, you're staying up here, although I'm going to pull you back up this way now. Actually, I should have sent you in there. That's what I should have done. There we go. Let's do that instead. Right, let's end the turn once more, and then we'll wrap things up for this episode. Either when we get attacked, or when we make it back to our next turn. For those of you watching on Twitch, we'll switch on over to some Total War Attila on the Dawnless Days Lord of the Rings Overhaul mod. Hello. Ah, Nabati, you want peace? No. No, no, no. Jerusalem will be mine. It was mine. And then you took the Emperor's son from him. Oh, you're going to bring... Oh, you're going to bring multiple armies over. I mean, I know some of you guys probably would have liked to have seen a big old battle here anyway. Ooh, that is... Ooh, that's a little bit dicey. Fleet and army. It is a Pyrrhic victory or a close defeat. With us losing 50% of our force. Where we will stand and give them Roman steel at the start of our next episode. So until then, wherever you've been watching, hope you've enjoyed. Take care. And ciao for now.